All right, you guys, one question you are going to find us asking you often, and you are going to even have to ask yourself is, have you worked your business today? And we don't want you going into this blindly. We want you to be very clear as to what does working this business really look like. The reality is most of you have never done anything on social media, let alone trying to build a business from the ground up. So we want to be very clear on what your workday should look like.
We always say that if you treat this like a side hustle, don't be surprised when it pays you like one.
If you guys want this to become a real, reliable source of income, you need to treat this like a real responsibility. And that is going to require you creating some type of structure for your days. We're not aiming for perfection here, you guys, okay? We're just aiming for consistency and actually something that you can go ahead and follow. Because the reality is, if you're just waiting to feel like doing something every day, that is the worst thing you can do for yourself as an entrepreneur, because you're not always going to feel like it.
Something that I wish someone shared with us when we got started in this space was to have our non-negotiables from day one. What does that mean? Have whatever it is that you are going to do to show up for your business set in stone so that no matter what happens in your day, you know that you are getting those things done. That can look like, number one, just showing up at least 1 to 2 times on your social media platforms, no matter what. It can be looking into the income stream that you're interested in getting started with and creating one piece of content that aligns with that.
And something really important to remember, every day is not going to look the same. I don't know how many of you guys have children. Maybe you're working a full-time job. Maybe you're going to school. Maybe you have other responsibilities. It is not realistic to think that every single day is going to run the same or it's going to run smoothly. So creating those non-negotiables that Sabrina spoke about, it's going to allow you to check something off, okay? Maybe your day wasn't perfect, but you need to be able to go to bed at night saying, I was able to accomplish this for my business today. And let's be honest, a lot of people are going to say that they're working, but they're actually consuming more than they're actually applying.
Making sure that you are not doom scrolling, especially when you get started with something like this, is key, you guys. Every second that you spend just scrolling aimlessly on your phone, you can truly be pouring into your business.
And the reality is you guys are going to find yourselves on TikTok scrolling, watching other people promoting the same thing you're promoting, or maybe starting the same business venture as you. It's natural. It's a natural human reaction to be interested and watching other people on the sidelines. Maybe they inspire you, right? Maybe you want to learn from them, but you really want to ask yourself, am I watching others more than I'm actually doing for myself? And if the answer is yes, we have to change that.
Also, remember, you guys, you cannot expect people scrolling on social media to take you seriously if you don't take your own business seriously and you are not showing up the way that you should be. People should be able to at least see one piece of content from you every single day.
If you're a beginner starting out in this business, you can't expect to show up and be able to work 6 to 8 hours a day, okay? That is not something that we would even tell you to do. Working 1 to 2 hours a day, but working intentionally is better than trying to show up and work 5 or 6 hours, okay? It's not about how much time you put into this business, but how much quality. It's very much quality over quantity here.
Building momentum is also key here for every single one of our beginners. I want you guys to think about it like this. If you start off on social media and you make one post today and one post tomorrow, and then you go missing for an entire week, the work that you put in on those first 2 days is basically canceled out because you are not building the momentum on that specific page. So it is so important to make sure that when you hit the ground running, you are showing up consistently every single day, even when you don't feel like it.
But how do you build momentum? The reality is you're not going to feel motivated to do so every single day. What we want you guys to focus on is creating discipline within your habits and within yourself. Being very mindful of those internal conversations you're having with yourself. So instead of asking yourself, do I feel like doing this today? Ask yourself, okay, let's see what needs to get done today. Do you see the change in how you say things? You're changing it from an option to this needs to happen. Discipline is going to be what separates people who actually talk about success and those who achieve it. At the end of the day, you guys, your results here are going to be a direct reflection of your daily habits.
So what does that mean? If you want different results, you simply have to create better habits.